We were out here last week and it was pretty spectacular.
Meet Todd Grant. He's been at J. Clark Salyer for 24 years. As a biologist, one of his jobs is to keep the marshland and refuge healthy. You might think floodwaters 4 years ago would have helped the refuge, but in fact,
one of the ironies of a wetland, and especially in the northern plains like here, is they need to dry out periodically.
Lack of moisture means oxygen-rich soil and more bugs and plant life for birds who feed in the area.
We have water control structures on the wetlands that allow us to somewhat manipulate water levels.
However, workers are dependent on how high the Mouse River is flowing. About 70% of this marsh is already dry.
Perhaps we'll dry it out through the winter months, and if we don't get a big spring flow event, this marsh may be in what we call full drawdown, a dryout phase during the growing season next summer.
Grant says J. Clark has 5 large wetlands and they try to draw down 2 at a time. Once the muddy bottom becomes exposed, vegetation can germinate and migrating birds flock to the ground.
We attract all kinds of molting male ducks, especially mallards, pintails, shovelers. They have to come here to the marsh. They lose their flight feathers. They're flightless for 5 or 6 weeks. They need a good, secure place with lots of marsh food to feed on to replenish those reserves for molting.
Grant says mother ducks looking for a more consistent water source will also bring their newly hatched broods to the marsh, a vital sign of a healthy wetland. At J. Clark Salyer Wildlife Refuge, Bonnie Campo, KX News.